how she get it. Made a couple racks, I never asked her how she get it. City girls love to have fun in the city. City girls love to have fun in the city. City girls love to have fun in the city. City girls love to have fun in the city.
Welcome to Connect with Christina. And to my right, my partner, Wes,
Hey.
also known as
Wes CEO, the extraordinaire, most incredible guy, diabolical.
A lot of people are gonna like this episode because they're always asking me about City Vodka and asking me about my partner. So there you go. So Walmart.
Walmart's on the table. We have the MGM in Las Vegas, which that was actually really cool. I didn't expect to score. I'm just thinking MGM, right? And then
they just bought
the lady,
Cosmo, I think.
Recently. Yep. And
like
they just so the lady called back and she was like, "Hey, are you sure you can accommodate an order this size?" I'm like, "Yeah, the MGM. Look, we can do anything." And
to share what type of number you're looking at for MGM. What was the order?
You're looking at around $3 million for, but that's like she was like, "Can you accommodate this size?" Yeah. She's like, "Don't forget, Wes, the MGM, we own 90% or 80% or whatever it is of the loss percentage of the Las Vegas Strip. We own pretty much everything out here. And we have 6,800 locations around the world as well." And I was like, we can do it. Just give us a second. So, so now we're just trying to, position ourselves to get in a much larger facility, more orders, and then really just bless the world with it, and when I say that, that's, we'll announce the charity soon that we have, City Vodka will be donating proceeds to give back to communities and help cities,
which is the name. Mm-hmm. That's why you can kind of share that too. Yeah. That was the whole premise of City Vodka.
Yeah, it was the help. Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. If I don't know, I share the story, I guess. It kind of started. So the guy with Cloud9 ended up popping back up in California with another brand, right? And I think it was called Wildfire. And I was sitting there one day talking to a girlfriend of mine on the phone. She works for ESPN and all this, and her opinion means a lot to me and stuff in the industry. And I said, "Hey, my friend should do." I think this is like when everything was on fire. California, everything was on fire. Australia was on fire. Koala bears and everything is running around. It's just crazy. It's all messed up. I said, "Man, he should donate 10% of his proceeds to the fire department to help fight wildfires." And she was like, "That's a good idea." And so she ended up linking me with a lady from Fox 7 or Fox 11 or whatever it is in LA. And I told her, hey, she's like, "That's a good idea. He should do that." And then she linked me with a lady who sits on the council for the city of Los Angeles and came up with a substantial budget monthly to help with advertising and marketing to get people who normally wouldn't donate to indirectly donate. If they purchased this vodka, that money would go to the fire department to help sustain these fires, right? So anyways, I go to him and I'm like, "Look, this he can't say no to this idea, right?" I'm like, "All right, look, check it out, man. This is what I've been working on." So I talked to this person, I talked to that person. They want to do. I talked to the Fox, and they want to do an interview with you. The city wants to give you a ton of money. They want to give you billboards and advertising and everything like that. And he was like, "Yeah, Wes, that's a good idea, but I don't really want them all in my business like that." I'm like, "What? What you doing over here?" You know what I mean? Like, right. You know what? I'm gonna hold that idea. So I kept trying to sit here like, man, how can we put that into position with what we're doing, right? And like, man, what is it? What could we do? What could we do? And I started thinking about all the disasters that happen, all over the world, But so I started thinking, what we could donate We could be like the city's vodka. We could be like the hero of whatever city, and we
it's
could donate.
all cities.
Yeah, and there's so many cities all over this world, and whether it's if we want to start here in the U.S., we like Flint and its water, or Florida and hurricanes, or whatever it is, and earthquakes in California, wildfires. We can be the first on the scene and with a check and try to help the best that we can. I mean, imagine even the fact that we're a minority-owned business, right? It would have been really cool to be able to help a lot of the people who have supported us through the times. And then with COVID and everything, and then they're barely hanging on, and we could have came in with a check, for supporting us. Here, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, a little boost, a little help, however,
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's so much. There's so many cool things.
Well, and even the name too. I think like city, right? So people take pride in where they live.
Yeah.
But then, and that's the thing. A lot of people, obviously, people don't know, but the intent behind that name is purely good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even in the short time that we've been around, we have been able to use the product to fundraise for other people.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
that part is, in giving you receive, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that you share that same sentiment, Face as well. Shout out Face.
Hey, man, Face, my brother, man. There's a level in my life that I'm at right now, mentally, spiritually, and everything, man, that I wouldn't be at if it wasn't for Face. So, man, thank you, brother. I love you. You know what I mean? So, continue to rock. Let's go.
Yeah. And for me, Face makes me feel like I'm the only person in the room
Full
of hundreds of people when he sees me.
He does that,
such a good person. And yeah, like it's nice to get in business with people like the two of you. You know, and for those who didn't know, I was gonna do this with them, but then Kevin's like, I want to do it too. I'm like, okay, so now there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
But it was perfect because he's the creative one.
Yeah.
The logo, all of that, website, whatever. He's the guy.
Yeah,
so,
Kevin, man, great job, bro. Yeah,
so I think like it's all there because then I try to help with marketing and events, and then you guys are like everything else.
Speaking of, I still keep there's people keep talking. I keep running around, and as I keep meeting people, and then they go do their research and they go look at all the past pictures and stuff that are on the City Vodka page, and I keep running to more and more people who know somebody or was there or whatever at the launch party that you put together. I couldn't listen. Give you your flowers now. Like that's. You are a beast at what you do, And I know you hear it all the time, but man, I mean, you did it. I mean, there's a lot of work to it, but it was so seamless and effort. Like you make it so like so smooth, man. It was every event that I've ever been with you that you've involved City Vodka in and everything, even the ones that don't have City Vodka involved. It's just been great.
I like bringing people together.
Yeah.
So that's really it. And it's fun for me when I see friendships develop and, years later, and it's like, you ask them the question, like, how did you meet? Oh, through Christina's event. Or through Christina. Like, I like that because we all need to live this life with good people around us, and we each have our own people,
Right.
And so it's fun, people become friends, best friends, business partners, all through that, and even the whiteout, right? So the whiteout is coming up again, and this whiteout on December 17th, it's primarily the med legal space. Okay. But how I hold events, which med legal would be our lawyers, our doctors that, help people in car accidents, and then everything else that support that space.
You just did a prom too, right?
Yeah. So collision centers, MRI, anything that, that gives to that space, structured settlements like Steve Blank's, which I'll touch on prom later. But my point is in this whiteout that we're having, which obviously you're going to be there, the way I do these things, so that one's going to be 90% med legal. But the reason I leave the 10% to business owners and entrepreneurs and marketing people, real estate, whatever, is because I believe that they're just as important to be connected together, because that way you're not in one island and, you stay here. No, you have to think outside the box. You have to connect. That very realtor could have bought you your next medical office. This marketing firm could have helped you push your business. Yep. So that's the way I think. Plus, it's just funner, and that
Yeah.
way, it's not like the same people.
Yep.
You know, we grow by growing our network. What did Drake say? Our
Network is our net worth.
There you go.
Yeah.
quote Drake.
And it's crazy. Again, just real fast. Man, everybody that you have around you is such A1 quality. On whatever level they're at in their life. So it just gives a testament to who you are as a person. That how strong. If you haven't met her, her energy is just impeccable. And for you to draw the people that the amount of people that you draw to you, right, and then to have them all quality, like that's a skill right there, man. That's awesome.
It's definitely been a blessing. Just and I want to leave that with my kids too, because it's like I know, like, knock on wood, if anything happens to me, I have a community that's gonna be there for my kids, and that's everything to me. So prom, you were there.
Yes.
So we did the same thing, med legal prom, but it was for adults.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun because I think like people needed that, like to feel good about themselves, to dress up and like come out, network, you know? And I mean, they took it seriously.
Yeah.
I took it seriously. We had the drum line.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I
like how you had the curtain pulled back and they were like back there and everyone was like, what the?
Yeah.
Cool.
We didn't shell out on food either. Like whenever I do events, my thing is I want to have people leave like, what the heck was that? That was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I met great people. The food was great. I didn't run out of anything. And I'm known for that. Like and sometimes it's bad because I overbuy, so I'm still managing that because I don't want to run out. Right. I'd rather have plenty because I want like the experience to be like impeccable, Yep. And that drum line though, like that was fire.
Yeah,
right?
they killed it. And then they like walk through the crowd where everybody's eating at all the tables and doing their thing. Like, that was cool.
And then our favorite DJ, shout him out, please.
Oh, Jamar. DJ Jamar,
yes.
man. My guy. One of my favorite DJs for sure. Yep.
Yeah. And of course, Rod, because really,
support.
Rod does the adult prom, which I'm trying to make sure I make it to that for the first time.
You gotta make
I
that.
think it's in October, right? So
yes, it's coming up.
Yeah, so shout him out for that and like invite people to it. So when is it?
I think it's the 7th. No. When is adult prom? It's coming up soon. I don't know. I think it's hold on, my guy's looking it up. The 30th.
Okay, so I'll have to make sure I'm in town, calendar that, because I really want to be there for that.
Yeah, man. I actually went to my first one last year, and it was great. I mean, everybody the thing of everybody getting dressed up. People dress up, but it's like prom. You dress up a little more,
Right.
and you go a little bit more above and beyond. And so it was.
I think people need that. Like it's for their confidence, like something to look forward to. And
but you'd be surprised how many people never got to go to prom.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Right. So, in my field, that was the thing. These people were such leaders so early, just school. Of course, there's these amazing doctors and lawyers now, but they sacrificed that and they missed their prom.
Yeah.
Like the prom king was Alex Carpio.
Oh, yes.
He's a workman's comp attorney and he missed his prom. So, I have no idea how
he was so happy. I seen the look on
it
his
was
face.
like I kept it real. Like here, raffle this, and they picked him, and he was looking at me like, "What? Is this real?" Like, and it is. And he was so happy, and his beautiful bride was there, and so like it's a lot of work, and like in the moment, I'm like stressing, but like I love those events, because they don't forget about it.
No, right.
Yep. So I want to go back to Rod too, like, and I'll probably surely bring him on soon too. But I feel like he deserves more of a shout out because he has really gone through a lot, and like you fall down and you get up, like you fall down 7 times, get up 8. That's Rod to me.
No, 100%. Rod is definitely he doesn't quit. He doesn't quit. I don't even think quit is in his vocabulary. But he strives to be different.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to conform. And then he also is strong going against the naysayers. People, I couldn't tell you how many times people are always telling me, you can't do that. Don't do that. That's stupid. Don't put it over there. Rod's like, no, I don't care. I'm going to do it. And then it works, every time. So, and he's been doing it for a long time, and he's just really great. And he's matter of fact, he is one of the, largest supporters and show so much love for City Vodka. I mean, when we go there, we got our own section. We walk in there, it's constantly being shouted on the microphone 100 times a night. I mean, I couldn't tell you, man. Like the love, and that's what the BMW family ended up becoming my family now. That's like my second home over there. So, matter of fact, that's how I met my guy Andre. Through that a long time ago though. But yeah, man, everybody over there is great quality as well too. It's always
and I think too, like we live our lives, we're busy, so of course we don't always stop and think about like the certain things. Well, so in Mesa, for him to put the lounge in Mesa,
right,
like that's huge.
Yeah.
And also like he employs people.
Yeah.
So it's not just the business itself. Like there's so much in the background,
right,
like his passion for helping other people out. Like I've talked to some of his security guards, nothing but good things to say about him. So I think like, it's a club, but behind the scene, he's putting a roof over people's head and more food on the table.
Absolutely. Yep.
So anyway, I hope that was enough of a shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for all you do. And I'm sure that we're almost close to the time. But I want to ask you, or share, because you're always posting, you're very real on social media, which I appreciate so much. And you're a natural too, and you're always so I hate videos. That's why I won't FaceTime anyone. I'm sorry.
But you're doing this and you're great at it.
I don't know, but you see it's just an angle. Like I try not to look. But anyway, Wes, you're like a natural at it, and I like how in the moment you share your real moment, your raw situation. And a few things like I noticed you're always, my favorite one was you were like talking to people, telling them, hey, just do it. Like whatever it is.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't matter. Whatever is, who on this planet is, who's to say, actually, matter of fact, nobody's better than anyone on any level. Maybe at a specific skill set, but at the end of the day, we all breathe the same air, we eat the same stuff, we walk and talk, we move, we're just humans, right? So what other human has the right to tell me that I can't do something? Right. You're not bigger than me, you're not smaller than me, you just whatever. So for the people who get down and absorb that energy of somebody telling them that they can't do something. Come on. Who cares? Just go do it. And Nike got it the best. Just do it.
Right. And if you fail,
get back up and go do it again.
Right.
It's really that simple. It's not like it's not mad science. It's not anything. You see the people that you're like, man, I wish I could be like that. Go be like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not like there's so many resources, YouTube and ask friends, call, look it up, do things. Just do whatever. Just don't be lazy, because if you're lazy, then it's never gonna happen. The only lazy money I know of is if you won the lottery. You know what I'm saying? But even then, that still took, you had to get up and go get a ticket. You had to stretch and shit. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But just go do it, man. There's really nothing more to say than that. Just go do it. Whatever you want to do, just do it.
I think like, people do a lot. They don't realize like the negative talk. So I think you said that on one of your posts. Like, don't talk to yourself like that. You know, bring yourself up.
Yeah. Listen, why can't you do it?
Right.
You can just do it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yes. You look at any corporation or any big business or even people on a smaller level than a corporation. But they've all failed.
And some have failed more than they've won.
Absolutely.
But, it works.
Some people I know have been failing for 10 years, 12 years, and finally just got a break. So just do it, and also learn to have patience. Because it may not happen tomorrow for you. It really kind of just kind of depends on how hard you work at it. How dedicated are you to what it is that you want to do, and just do it.
There you go. Just do it. Wes, tell everyone how they can get a hold of you, but also I know you're in the music industry still. So if there's any projects you have, kind of share that.
Right.
And then also obviously remind everyone where to find City Vodka. Other than our houses.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, so quick shout out to the social media. You can find City Vodka on anything. City Vodka on Instagram, City Vodka on Snapchat, City Vodka on Facebook. City Vodka. Mine is West CEO, WES CEO on anything. City Vodka can be found at pretty much any local liquor store here in the Valley. Soon will be Fry's, Bevmo, AJ's Fine Food, Bash's, the MGM in Las Vegas, Walmart,
Africa,
and
Philippines.
taking a trip out there. Yep, Philippines.
We're working on that.
Yeah, but as of currently, right this second, if you want to know, just look up a liquor store near you and it's there.
Well, on the liquor store, who's had our back? Like, I want to shout that out. That's like from day one. It's like, no, I want to carry City Vodka to support.
My buddy Sam over at Sam's Liquor over on where is he on? McDowell in the 101 over there. My man. Francis, he unfortunately he's in Coolidge, so if you ever go to Coolidge, but he's huge, man.
Folks, we're getting love from everywhere.
Yeah, man. Let me see who's another good one real fast. R&F Liquor on, I think that's 38th Street and Southern. I think it's 38th Street or 48th Street.
Isn't Skyline's a big one too?
And Skyline. Oh, Skyline. Look, yeah, Skyline. Yeah. Oh,
that's on, in Mesa.
Yep, that's on Chrisman
and Broadway.
Right? Yeah. Yep.
How do
Skyline
I know that?
Liquor. Yeah.
How do I know that? Because I'm a proud resident of Mesa.
Yeah, and you got Mesa Liquors on Gilbert and Broadway. He's great. I mean, really, a lot of these guys, man, are just they're big fans. It sells very well, and they just love it and support it. So.
All right, so for my conscience, I have to share a little story. The reason I know where that liquor store is because I came in there one time when we started trying to promote City Vodka, but I came as a consumer. I was like, hey, do you have City Vodka? Just to rile him up.
Right.
He's going to hate me when he finds out. I call some people too. I'll be like, hey, do you carry City Vodka? It's just my marketing brain. I'm sorry, but it works. And then they're like, oh, City Vodka. Then it helps you when you're like trying to come in there, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, you guys, you're gonna see my friend, my partner, Wes, all around the valley in this matte black SUV. So if you see the City Vodka logo, honk 3 times.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, people take photos of him and send it to me.
No, for sure. I couldn't tell you how many ran. I think I was leaving Coolidge actually, and we were in the car, and I don't know how I guess because the logo's on the hood, but listen. I pulled up to this lady behind her, and there was a car full of people, and the light changes, and I'm like, she's not going, so I'm like, right, and then she gets out the car, and I'm thinking like, oh, fuck, here we go, you know what I mean? And then she's like, City Vodka, oh my God! No, had me and Andre get out the car, taking pictures of us. You know what I mean? Like it was wild, but it's like that everywhere. It's pretty crazy.
I'm telling you, Arizona is this big. Like people want to see, like they support us a lot.
Yeah.
And then I got my friends going to the bars, knowing there's not City Vodka there. They're asking. Yeah. Like, hey, do you have City Vodka?
It makes the sale a lot easier when we come around. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
That's great. Thank you to them for that.
That's for sure. And we are you guys. So thank you for supporting us. And we hope to be able to give back to this very community that has been supporting us all along. Wes, thank you for being here at
Thanks
Connect
for having
with
me.
Christina, finally.
AKA the Cloud God.
Hey, it's a wrap.
Brand new Benz, never asked her how she get it. Made her